campaign at tailback. 3rd down and 10. Mahomes deep down the middle, and it is caught. Hauled in by the tight end, Demetrius Harris. Still on the move all the way down to the Denver 35.
Where everybody thought his future was, just like his dad, Pat Mahomes, spent 11 years pitching in the major leagues. Oh, the sling to Tyreek Hill, and look out! Tyreek Hill, game-breaking speed, touchdown, Kansas City. Caught up in the individual numbers, the W's, that's all that matters. Mahomes has the time, delivers perfectly downfield. Anthony Sherman, touchdown! Patrick Mahomes with a rope. Damian Williams in there, the former Dolphin. Mahomes, cannon, touchdown, Chris Conley. The Chiefs strike quickly. He beats Artie Burns on the play. Punt shifts to the other side of Mahomes. Mahomes looking downfield, fires. Travis Kelce, touchdown. Tremendous grab by Kelce. Mahomes looks over the middle, open man, Travis Kelce, touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with another dime. 25 yards.
And they just sent everybody on that side of the formation down the field on post routes.
Take it. Mahomes throws it back in the end zone. It's caught to Marcus Robinson. Touchdown, Chiefs. 2nd and 13 for Kansas City. Mahomes, timing route down the sideline. It's caught. Touchdown, Tyreek Hill. Flag on the play as Hill breaks free for the score.
This is going to be against Pittsburgh, so this is going to count.
Defense,
number 6
42.
for Patrick Mahomes.
That penalty is declined.
And Spencer Ware in the backfield. Pressure now on Mahomes. He's in trouble. Now gets it away. Are you kidding me?
Once Patrick Mahomes is forced out of the pocket, he's able to relocate his eyes downfield. His receivers go to work to.
From the 33-yard line, Mahomes surveys, flushed out again. Chase down the sideline, getting free is Kareem Hunt. And Kareem Hunt is able to get Kansas City right back into the game. Man, that was shades of last year here in the opener. 67 yards.
Well, sometimes it just means so much when you have a presence in the middle of the field. I think with those 2 deep safety looks that Kelce was really thinking that he was going to have some help down the field. Talking about McCourty down the field.
And trying to pull it off in Foxborough. 2nd and 10. Mahomes in the end zone. Hill for the touchdown.
Fool me once.
Tyreek Hill. Mahomes, and that one is going to be caught for a touchdown by Tyreek Hill. 2 receivers basically going into the same area. And the Kansas City Chiefs have their first lead since it was 3-0. From the 25-yard line. Play action. Mahomes steps up, going deep. Downfield, wide open again is Hill. Inside the 30. Hill down the sideline. Hill all the way.
Oh, my goodness.
Touchdown, Kansas City at 75 yards. Mahomes chased. Gets it away. Caught. Kareem Hunt tries to get to the end zone. And he does for a touchdown.
Endanger the franchise here.
Low snap, picks it up.
Yes, sir.
Scrambles away. Wide open touchdown. Tyreek Hill.
25 yards or more moments ago. Most in the NFL. 2nd down and 5. Touchdown, Kelce. 9-yard touchdown throw by Patrick Mahomes to his all-pro tight end.
Starting with Aaron Donald. Mahomes winds it up, wide open as Hill. How quick was that? 73 yards.
But Sam shields the corner. He falls down right there. And when he does, Patrick Mahomes sees it, and his man.
4th and 9. They're chasing after him. Mahomes in trouble, flings it across his body, and it's caught by Hill. Hill has it. He came back for it, and he's out of bounds at the 12. An amazing play by the Chiefs.
Mahomes with time going deep. Has a man open. Got him in stride. Tyreek Hill touchdown. 3rd and 10. Mahomes straight drop. Stepping up and throwing long. Has a man downfield and he's got it. DeMarcus Robinson backs his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
I think I see a smile on Dan Fouts down there in Jacksonville. Back to Ian, Dan, and Evan.
Yeah, he's smiling. Mahomes, he's smiling too.
Yeah, no kidding.
Sammy Watkins, touchdown.
6 guys against 5 rushers. You bring them back in so they can't blitz you.
Here's Mahomes throwing from the dirt. Up top and open for the touchdown. First play of the quarter to DeMarcus Robinson. 3rd and 20.
This is interesting because you just need about 5-7 yards to feel comfortable. But with this team, they're explosive.
Hey, going deep again. There's Hardman, and the rookie has his first NFL touchdown.
It's 3rd and 20. It's just going to go boom, boom, and you see they get caught. They got to get back. They got to get out of there. They're too explosive, and you got a quarterback with too big of an arm, and Riley just lets the receiver, Hardman, go right up on his toes. At that point, it's over. And Jim, they're going to be aggressive here. I mean, I keep saying you should do this. They're just going to keep throwing it down the field.
Can't stop the clock. But plenty of time, and they've got another one-on-one for Robinson! And he makes the catch. What an effort! Incredible performance by DeMarcus Robinson.
Kelsey in motion. First down, Kansas City, under 8 minutes to go, first half. Mahomes deep drop, off his back foot, uncorks, hauled in, touchdown, DeMarcus Robinson. Fantastic grab. Line of scrimmage is the 17. McCoy remains in there. Mahomes looking to throw it. He will. Delivers downfield. Catch made. McCall Hardman. Goodbye. A blur. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Third down and 18. Mahomes flushed out again, all the way back. Turning the corner, fires downfield, caught, touchdown. Only Mahomes. Byron Pringle.
Just stop it. We haven't seen this. I mean, we've seen Brett Favre, we've seen Aaron Rodgers, we've seen John Elway.
Somehow, New England's making it look really difficult for them.
2nd and 25. Coming after him again. He got hit again. Got an open man. And it's caught at the 15 and taking it to the house is McCole Hardman, the rookie.
But watch what Reed did. I'm going to keep you guys in the block. I need to get my quarterback some time. Still doesn't have time, but he's special. And he throws that ball, and Hardman gets open and beats Jones. And that right there makes the quarterback have less time.
Slings it way down the field to Watkins. Sammy Watkins for the touchdown.
This is really going to be an incredible call because Tremaine Brock goes down. He falls down. Is it going to be on Brock or is it going to be on Watkins? But watch, Sammy Watkins right here. They're getting up in there. They're going to be physical. Brock guards him, and he goes down. Now, when you're sitting there watching that and you see the flag, who are you going to call the penalty on? It's
Chiefs need some Mahomes magic. Launches down the middle. Hill open, caught. And they get it. Kansas City, the big play. 20-yard penalty, a first down, first and goal, pass, open, touchdown, Kelsey. Chiefs are back in it.
Here's Kelsey. This is their biggest target down here in the red zone. He's working against Richard Sherman.
Mahomes throws, pass, caught, Williams, touchdown. Kansas City jumps on top.
That's a huge position to be in. It's going to get very terse in that building.
Mahomes down the field, yes! And he's up and in, bouncing off the ground for the touchdown.
You're throwing it 50, 60 yards down the field in the only spot. Harris can't touch it, only Hill, and you use his speed.
3 to snap it. Here's Mahomes, gets some pressure, man in his face. He's got Hardman wide open for the touchdown. McCole.
To understand what the defenders on the other side were doing, he dialed up that play right around midfield. Not a huge risk by going for it there.
Mahomes winding up, going deep to the end zone, touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 36-yard laser.
Because that fake just happened, go ahead and go for it right away. You see Hill with the out and up.
They get a deal with Rolex. Here goes Mahomes downfield for Hill. He's got him! Touchdown. He beats Austin. 41-yard touchdown throw. Mahomes has thrown 5 touchdowns today at the Jets.
It's fun when you got it rolling like this.
416 yards.
Go, go!
Fake to Bell. Mahomes pressured by Burns. Going end zone wide open. Touchdown, Tyreek Hill.
Mahomes has not thrown a pass to Kelsey yet, but Kelsey threw one to him, which fell incomplete. And now you want a deep ball. Here it is. To Hill for the touchdown. 75 yards.
Davis trying to cover again. Now you're going to watch him go this way and up, but this is the guy who's got to come over to help. Mahomes, watch his eyes. He's trying to keep him over there left, and then he turns and launches this ball. And Davis is in for a long day if they're going to keep him one out.
The enemy, by the way, was the first to interview for the Dolphins job that Flores later got. As Mahomes goes all the way to Hill for the touchdown.
They motion people, and then they end up going to the flat, or they do that and then go right to the middle. Fake it and then go right there or back to the flat.
Here's Mahomes. Look at underhanded. He throws it for the touchdown. How about that throw? Always a little something different, and Travis Kelsey has the touchdown. Time he throws it. That's another one. Most in 50 games, and he's only at 47 games. Passing yards. He's being chased as he heaves it down the band. The man is there. It's Hill able to get away from John Johnson, who was in the locker room to start the quarter. And he crosses the goal line for a one-play strike from 75 yards.
Almost nobody in the world can make or even want to attempt.
Johnson's lost. Hill's there waiting for it, turns around, and forget about it.
We just talked about him on the inside position. The same thing there. Empty formation. He's on the inside, and a throw.
As DeMarcus Robinson and Marcus Kemp, the wideouts, providing the blocking for him. Mahomes feels that pocket deep downfield into the end zone, juggled and caught
for a touchdown. DeMarcus Robinson. Marlon Humphrey all over him, and Robinson juggling, pulls it in. It's 33 yards.
Watch what Mahomes does. If he doesn't buy times escaping from Brandon Williams there, this never happens. Then on the back end, there you go.
The formation, one of the receivers didn't think well enough and covered up the lineman.
Mahomes off his back foot, sails it deep and caught by himself, Tyreek Hill. 5 touchdowns on the day for Patrick Mahomes. And a monster day for Hill. 186 yards, 3 scores.
Mahomes, ton of time, escapes, goes to the end zone. It's Williams there, and he makes the grab.
Oh my goodness.
Darrell Williams, deep downfield for 38 yards, beats Jonathan Abram.
Is going to go on a wheel route right down the field here. Mahomes going to scramble all over the place. So, of course, you're going to take a running back and just throw up a prayer and expect him to make a play.
You know, they keep talking about being patient and taking the check downs and the shorter throws. They got to go ahead and believe it and not just take the ball all the time.
Deep one, Hardman. Downfield grab. Loss of 11 on the play. 3rd and 17. Can the Raiders defense get off the field here? Mahomes pats the ball. Loops out of trouble. Buys time. Tosses across field. Caught.
3rd down and 10. Mahomes airs it out. Tyreek Hill. Pass is caught. A flag on the play. But the catch was good anyway by Hill.
And that's why he's won so many games.
Yeah, I mean, you're here for a reason, right? If we're bringing you in, it's not to just sit here and hang out. It's to play at some point.
Here's the pass down the field. And Gore has been the man on this series. All kinds of time to unload it long. Hardman has it. And he's out of bounds at the 10-yard line.
Not going for the first down as much as the field goal position.
One-man rush. Mahomes, he's going deep downfield, wide open. Kelsey's going to take it all the way. Touchdown.
Unless you have Patrick Mahomes playing quarterback.
Right, and Kelsey on the other side.
It's been all about the play of Patrick Mahomes here. Going to get Kelsey coming across over here. But Patrick Mahomes and his ability to buy time, and that time the rookie Trey Norwood just allowed Kelsey to get away from him.
2nd and 12. Mahomes. Open. Hill. Touchdown.
Going to spin around. Bills are there. End zone. And Pringle is there. What a catch. Touchdown, Kansas City. Down the middle. It's Hill in the open. Cuts it upfield. He might be gone. He is. Kansas City takes the lead with a minute to go from 64 incredible yards.
Well, we talked about Josh Allen.
Hail Mary kicks. Got to throw it right away, right now to someone in the middle.
Down the middle. Oh, my goodness. It's going to be a 48-yard attempt. Only 48 yards. That's what it'll be. Looking to the end zone for the win. He caught it. Ball game. Chiefs to the championship game.
3rd and 10. This time they send an extra man. Mahomes gets away to the end zone. Caught! Watson. Touchdown.
Mahomes' toe was really banged up. First down, deep shot down the middle of the field. Brought in at the 15-yard line by Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
The ex-Green Bay Packer on the 32-yard connection. 3 drives, 3rd trip to the red zone for Kansas City. You never know with these guys. From the 2, Mahomes escaping. On the move, Mahomes stops, spins, flips it forward for the touchdown to Edwards-Helaire. Mahomes straddled the line of scrimmage, flipped it to Edwards-Helaire for the score.
He looks like the dad playing in the backyard with all the kids, and they can't get him on the ground. Watch this. And now he's going to find the receiver stop and the little push pat.
Mahomes has a lot of time, going deep. Valdez-Scantling has it down to the 30. Mahomes going deep, has a man. Valdez-Scantling makes the catch inside the 30. A bomb to Marquez Valdez-Scantling. This is 3rd and 7. Titans bring the heat. Mahomes downfield for Watson. Oh, what a play! He brought it in right around the 20-yard line. Justin Watson.
Try to get him the jump. They didn't do it. Meanwhile, trying to go long. Valdez-Scantling. What a turnaround catch. Wow, that was magnificent.
Well, they don't feel sorry for themselves, and neither do the Kansas City Chiefs. It's just the way it goes.
You're right. 2nd and 15 to start this quarter. Mahomes firing right side. Tight coverage, but he got it in there to the tight end, Fortune. Ball comes out as Fortune comes down, but he's going to be marked at the 4.
There's Mahomes to throw. Deep shot, left sideline, and it's caught. Justin Watson. Out of bounds at the 4. Patrick's looking left the whole time. Under some pressure. Scrambles out of there and shovels it forward to McKinnon. Jerick McKinnon.
And Mahomes steps up, throws to the back, touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
I think you're going to get a motion right here, and you're going to all of a sudden get a quick snap, roll out to the side, and throw it to the flat.
Is it there? End zone. Caught! Travis Kelce with the touchdown on 4th and 1.
This is all Kelce and Mahomes. Just guys are going to be around you if you're Mahomes. Heads up, stand in the pocket, fire under duress.
From the pocket, on the run to the end zone. It's caught on his back. Valdez-Scantling.
Kelce at the bottom is going to come in a little short motion.
Mahomes looking that way, throwing that way. Kelce got it. Touchdown.
You're not allowed to go from an eligible to an ineligible player on back-to-back plays.
Blitz coming. Mahomes, man wide open. Touchdown Chiefs and Sky Moore. From the 1, left-hand catch by Mahomes on the snap. Scanning, open for the touchdown, it's Rice.
6 defensive backs for Jacksonville. Deep drop. Mahomes will loft it in the air. It is caught by Watson. Mahomes drops it in the bucket. They're going to have to run a play, though. There's a 1-second differential. Mahomes on 3rd down and 6. Mahomes stops, floats it up. It is caught wide open. Sky Moore. And Moore will get tackled from behind.
Stevenson's back in a corner for the Bears. That's good news. Mahomes on the fake little flip. McKinnon gonna walk in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Because right now when they go zone, there's a lot of space.
Mahomes. Little pressure, steps away, floats one deep down the far sideline. It is caught. Beauty to Justin Watson. 3rd and 7. Blitz coming, and it's picked up. Mahomes going deep. Marquez Valdez
Scantling makes the grab, cuts back inside the 25. 11th play of the drive. Mahomes wafting end zone. There it is. A touchdown to Kelsey.